Are you ready to receive a powerful financial blessing? It's not from where you think it is, but it's coming and it's going to change everything for you. This message isn't for everyone, but if it resonates, let's see what the universe wants you to know. Okay, so starting off, we are going to jump into the issues, the advice, and the outcomes of the unexpected blessing that is about to change everything. So, see what energies. Ooh, so far we have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands with the Magician. Ooh, that's very interesting spread there. So with the Two of Swords, there's a sense of feeling almost like indecision or a stalemate. It's almost like a frozen state that perhaps many of you are feeling at this time. And perhaps you might be avoiding particular things, perhaps related to your finances, your career at this time. And it's really just put you in this point where you've had to come across and move forward as the Knight of Wands, which is you just really taking action within your passionate pursuits. You're going at it in an intense, I'm getting like a strong intensity, a strong drive, a strong will towards your creative spirit, your creative passions, and you're really manifesting in your outcome. You're manifesting within your career, within your finances, and it's really because of your focus, your inspiration, your strong creativity as well, which has allowed you to traverse forward and almost like unblock yourself from certain paths so that you can reach abundance. So let's get into a little bit more as to the hidden obstacles, the new opportunities, and the divine guidance that's steering you towards a life of financial freedom in that regard. Ooh, okay. So with that, you have the Lovers. Okay, that's very interesting to see because lovers in your finance, in your career, there's definitely going to be a strong sense of partnership. So maybe some of you are working with your loved ones to build a strong connection towards how you are building your, I'm getting like legacy, like what is it called? Like a financial legacy or almost like some sort of inheritance. Like you're building up generational wealth is what I'm hearing. And that's really helping you propel forward in alignment because you're working together with your, I'm hearing friends, family, loved ones, perhaps even coworkers. You're creating strong partnerships with them. Getting strong Gemini vibes here too with the Lovers. Okay. And that's really just, emphasizing even more that you're coming across in this very like inner knowing sort of fashion where you're utilizing your inner knowing, utilizing the mysteries of the world, utilizing your intuition, utilizing the secrets that are unspoken to elevate yourself moving forward. Yes. And it's almost as though you've been doing a lot of research. It's almost like hidden knowledge is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of knowledge about how to gain in terms of like your financial abundance and your financial stability, how to utilize your wealth, what happens in each like financial bracket, what shifts, what changes, and you're being very bold about it too. Yes, we have the Six of Pentacles. That's it. Six of Pentacles is really about you being able to have a sense of reciprocity between the people you're working with. And because of that, you're going to have a strong foundation of resources coming in. You're going to be feeling very stable. I'm getting also that this is a lot to do with your physical being as well, because you've been taking really good care of yourself is what I'm hearing, or working towards taking care of yourself, which has allowed you to put your chips in other areas that you weren't before is what I'm hearing. It's because of your diligence to increase your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. You also come across as the Queen of Swords, which is very powerful because you're utilizing your discernment, your intellect, your clarity, okay? You have a strong sense of independence, but you also know when to rely on others. And because of your ability to understand when it is that you can walk alone and walk beside another, you're going to be able to be very honest with yourself on when you need help and when you don't need help. So you got that discernment there, and you utilizing your intellect even more so. Just beautiful to see. See what other messages the universe wants you to know. Perhaps there's hidden obstacles that will be defined within this spread, but nonetheless, we'll see what pops out for us here. And I'm also feeling like a sense of balance as well. Especially within the cards, I'm feeling many of you have been juggling a lot of options. Okay? Getting that almost like Two of Pentacle vibes. Been in that balance and harmony. Lots of harmony for sure. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Dependent, host, impatience, and enlightenment. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, you can't fully come into your power if you rely on others for support. So yeah, definitely was getting that energy where some of you are being very discerning on when you step into requiring a sense of partnership. You will be utilizing it, but not so much so. I'm hearing that many of you did this quite a bit in the past, and you're learning to pull away, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And there's also a sense of like something happening in your physical space as well. I'm gonna take a sip of water, 1 second. And yeah, this is a lot of space, okay? A lot of something in the physical or digital, and you find a lot of fulfillment in being a host. So it looks to be that you are almost like no longer allowing people to take I'm getting take charge is what I'm hearing. And it has a lot to do with your willingness to be independent on your or even dependent on yourself is what I'm hearing, rather than others. Even though you still want to utilize these relationships and as you traverse forward, you're being very mindful as to when that happens. Yeah. It appears that in the past is what I'm hearing is that you relied on others quite a bit, and you have that sense of harmony and unionship and alignment with people. You have strong partnerships with you, but you're looking to almost like break away from having to rely so heavily on others. And it's something about impatience, and it's going to take time to build an empire, is what the universe is saying. Your desires for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. The universe just wants you to know that while there are a lot of things moving almost in a very slow pace, your patience will truly allow you to manifest what it is you desire. It's almost like taking a step back, almost watching from the sidelines and letting things happen or letting things kind of unfold is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And there's also a sense of entitlement. The universe is asking, why do you believe that you deserve benefits and privileges that you haven't earned or worked for? So I'm hearing this is why you've decided to step away from just allowing these partnerships to be the only way for you to elevate yourself, is what I'm hearing. Yes. And perhaps there's even like entitled energies around you that might also feel as though they're deserving of something from you. So it's just a lot of like give and take and reciprocity in the relationships that you are currently in. And it looks to be that you're trying to walk away from that and try to find a way to have that independence. Even you feel secure in your partnerships, but you want independence. Yes, obligations. Yeah, you have some prior contracts or commitments that still need to be fulfilled before you can completely move on to your next stage of your journey. Yeah, I'm getting some of you might owe others money because of the reciprocity between you or a group of people. I'm getting almost like family and friend vibes as well. Maybe you took some time to help out someone, and then they returned the favor, and now you want to return the favor as well. I'm getting that too. Yes. So you're trying to just like unblocking the debts. I'm also getting that some of you perhaps even went to school. You felt like you had some sense of partnership with maybe even like a loan provider. And because they helped you in that instance, you're going to repay the favor. And you're still taking the time to do that, right? There's also a question from the universe in terms of, do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to obtain the abundance you desire? So it looks to be that universe is almost advising you and asking you, hey, do you believe you're ready? And if so, we have the messages for you at this time, okay? You're ready to take that next leap. Here are your financial blessings coming in, okay? So let's check out the new opportunities. We checked out the hidden obstacles. But now we're going to jump into those new opportunities that are coming very soon. So let's see what those are. And it looks to be that many of you are just really focused on that divine guidance that's steering you towards that financial freedom. So I'm also getting, I don't know why, I'm getting like really strong school vibes too. Many of you are in school, or maybe you're just educating yourself and learning a lot more than you were before. Ooh, workplace relationships. Interesting. Foster positive relationships at work, be respectful, collaborate effectively, and support your colleagues to create a harmonious work environment. Yeah, it looks to be that it's like, rather than like people depending on one another in the sense of like dependency, obligation, it's really working in harmony. It's very interesting. Like, you don't necessarily need each other, but you want to be in each other's space, support one another, and be able to traverse forward and, yeah, just build together is what I'm hearing, rather than build for each other, build together in the same vicinity. It's almost like building as one without a sense of obligation, without a sense of having to feel like you owe someone. Ooh. Wealth visualization. Universe also wants you to visualize your financial abundance so that you can manifest it. Visualize your financial success, create a vision board, and practice affirmations and meditate on your goals to attract abundance into your life. Okay, so that's how the new opportunities are going to be coming in for you. It looks to be that many of you are manifesting a work raise, a bonus, some sort of promotion, a new title, a change in career is what I'm hearing. Right, something about debt reduction. I was getting that. Something about a loan, something about a debt. I'm getting mortgage. Something about like a car loan or something. It's also what I'm hearing. But yeah, the universe also wants you to know to focus on reducing your debts. So use strategies like the snowball or avalanche methods, consolidate debts if possible, and avoid taking on new liabilities. Right, I was also getting like a sense of liabilities with just like having to owe people. And I guess that's probably what I was sensing. It may not necessarily be friends and family. It might just be these loan providers. Like, it almost gives me like loan shark vibes for some reason, where it's just like a lot of debts that need to be paid off. A lot of favors is what I'm hearing, or what I was sensing as well. Yeah. And there's just like an ask for you to have structure and stability and be very strategic about it, right? Use your sense of authority and your sense of planning. Getting like Aries vibes, Emperor vibes there. Yeah. And it looks to be that, yeah, something about leadership. Okay, definitely was getting that Emperor, that authority vibe for sure. Something about you utilizing and developing your leadership abilities, taking initiative, mentoring others, and cultivating emotional intelligence to inspire and guide your team effectively. And really, that's you just coming forth in a sense of just really taking, I'm getting like almost like, I don't know why I got the word prestige, but I also got a strong sense of just not only authority, but rationality, logic, and like utilizing your intelligent power at this time. And yeah, something also along the lines of self-discipline. So you're going to be very focused on just developing yourself. I was definitely getting that, where like you're gaining new knowledge, you're gaining new insight into things. You're going to be setting clear goals, creating routines, and staying committed to your plans to achieve success. Right. And so with that, you're going to have a huge sense of investment insight coming in too. Because of that self-discipline, that research that you've been doing, it's really going to propel you forward. It's because you're educating yourself. You're doing that research. You're consulting with financial advisors. And also you're starting small to build your portfolio and secure your financial future. You're just starting very slowly but surely, you have that snowball effect, that avalanche effect that's happening in the background there. It's almost like when you start like a high yield savings. It starts off really slow, you know, and then it just starts snowballing into more and more money. Eventually, it's like only $10 a month, and it's $100 a month, and $200, $300, etc. And it just keeps adding up, right? And then some of you might even be starting your Roth IRA, you know, or creating new senses of investment. Outside of all of these other things. Okay, maybe making a business, maybe you're investing in businesses. So yes, but with that endeavor, you're going to be very victorious, okay? And not only in just, I'm sensing you're going to be very victorious in many endeavors, but most definitely financially, because when you take the time to educate yourself and really understand your finances, you will have success in that regard. That's what the universe wants you to know. And also, you're going to be able to put yourself or be placed in a position of authority because of your hard work and your discipline, okay? You're also building up your leadership skills by understanding how to utilize your finances. And there's going to be some sense of realization that how you come across is also going to allow you to manifest more money into your life and also earn that. People are going to be seeing your potential, and the most difficult parts of the situation will be over because you know will no longer be seen as someone who is just a follower. You will be a leader. That's what I'm hearing. Yes. Okay. Ooh, yep, your hard work is going to pay off, but there will be quite a bit of it on the table. And it looks to be that someone is going to be gossiping about you, about all your secrets. So definitely be mindful about who you talk to at the table when you get there. When you get a sense of authority, there's going to be a lot of people that want to take you down. So just be mindful what it is you say and do so that people have less to gossip about. And that has to do with like family, how you see finances, how you're traversing in your career, and in like with your money in general, you know? Never let people know that what car you're riding or driving, where you live, you know, stuff like that. Like forms of identification can really put people in a tight spot where they can create or become quite envious around you. Because they themselves are also on their own journey, soul searching, they have their own shadow work to do. And there's a sense of illusion in terms of the difference between one life and another that people often, mistaken for their own or believing that they are deserving. So always keep that in mind, okay? And just protect your energy and protect your garden at all times while still, admiring those around you. And it looks to be that there's going to be some family matters afoot. So that has a lot to do with that debt reduction I was sensing too. And there's going to be a little bit of discord among family and friends. So I'm sensing that once you have kind of like stopped all the favors and stopped giving your money to help certain instances that your family and friends might be going through, that might create a little bit of disharmony, which might be why some sort of gossip might be in the midst as well. So just look out for that. But it looks to be that you are handling it quite well, and you're going to be traversing forward. It's interesting to see like that seahorse energy too, because it's almost like saying, oh, it's almost like you're floating in the water, and you're going to be able to birth things into fruition. But there's also going to be a sense of family that you'll have to traverse through. But yeah, you'll be receiving good advice from a wise person, and you'll also be able to celebrate and have fun and enjoyment once you reach this abundance, this unexpected financial abundance that is on its way. So keep working towards your debt reduction, your self-discipline, your leadership skills, your workplace relationships, and also towards just almost like finding a level of balance and flow between your family and friend life, where you can create a sense of stability in the home without having to essentially feel obligated to lean on one another at all times, so that you can actually traverse forward and continue to elevate yourself in terms of finance and in career. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. Until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.